Welcome to the Golden Square Podcast with your hosts, Linda Scott and Sharilyn Fisher. Are you ready? Because we're starting right now, only on Stunner Radio, the heart and soul of the culture.
Hey. How everybody's doing? Welcome tonight to
the Golden Pod.
It's the Golden Square
Podcast.
Okay, all right. So we're here tonight. Wow, we're just super crazy. It's been a crazy day. It's been a crazy day.
But a blessed day.
But yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. So we're doing what has to be done. And as everybody knows, Sharilyn and I is about empowering young ladies, and tonight is no different from what we enjoy doing.
Yes, we have a beautiful guest tonight.
Beautiful. I think one of the best lead guitar.
Oh my
female lead
guitar.
I can play. Bam.
Yeah, just like that.
Okay, all right.
Get it,
girl.
I
can do it. Okay, I got it.
Going.
That's all I got. You can't hear no rhythm coming out nobody's guitar, but we have somebody that's waiting to come, and she can play with the best of them. The best.
You know, it's so hard to even try to tell you about her.
Yeah.
So, because she's awesome.
She really is a good, strong. When you say beautiful, you're not talking about the outside.
No.
Them on her inside.
Inside beauty.
Oh my God! So she's like gorgeous, like phenomenal.
Yes.
Like, what other words we got going with that? Because that's who she is.
That's who she is. She's all that.
All that.
And a bag of chips.
And some. That's right. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna bring on our guest tonight, which is Dr. Dr. Glenice Glover. And we're super excited to have her on the show. Hey, girl.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing good. How y'all doing?
We're good. So was your day as crazy as our day?
My day was crazy too. Yeah. You know, anytime you get ready to do something, everything starts happening.
Yep, absolutely. So with that being said about her getting ready to do something, so why don't you tell our viewers a little about yourself?
Okay, sure. My name is Dr. Glenice Glover, and I am the president and CEO of a nonprofit organization called BYY. And BYY is an acronym for Because I'm Worth It.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Yes. And it started out as a women's ministry for our church. My husband is a pastor of a church, Free Spirit Worship Center here in Royal Palm Beach. And in 2011, we launched a women's ministry, and the name came from that. And we have women coming from all over to visit with us whenever we have our conferences and whenever we have our fundraisers for the organization. In 2014, we decided to take it beyond the church walls and help young girls who struggle with low self-esteem. So the program has been transformed. It is now funded by the United Way, Palm Beach County. Yes. Children's Council, Palm Beach County, Quantum Foundation. We get donations, and we're in the public schools. And yes, the principals select girls to go through the program. This year we have 179 girls.
What a blessing. What a blessing.
Yes, for 24 to 26 weeks to get their self-esteem up, because they feel like they're not pretty enough, they're not smart enough, they're not strong enough, they can't do it, they can't accomplish. And we just tell them just the opposite, because that is thinking disorder, you know?
Right.
And a lot of times it's because mom has said something and mom didn't mean any harm.
Right.
But it was said to mom. See?
Right.
And you notice that it's a systemic problem.
Correct.
Mama said it to mom. Mom never corrected it. Mom says it to the daughter. The daughter doesn't know what to do with it.
Right.
And if it isn't corrected in her generation, she's going to do the same thing that grandma and mama did. Pass it down to the next generation. So we want to stop that as soon as we can and let our girls know that, yeah, you are good enough. No matter what anyone says or
Yes,
no
yeah.
matter how they come at you, you need to know your worth and teach them that they were created with,
Mm-hmm.
meaning no matter what happens to you, no matter
Mm-hmm.
what you do, your worth does not diminish.
Right.
You know, that's what we say all the time. Sharilyn has a daycare. If everybody don't know, they know by now that in her in her operation, it's not just a daycare. And I have sat and watched her operate.
Mhm.
Like, so when you got your counseling degree, what's going on? Because that's what she do.
It's the moms and the dads, and
Yeah.
Linda and I say all the time that they don't have the village anymore.
Right.
They don't
Yeah.
have the grandmothers and the big aunts to counsel them,
Right.
and they all come to me, and then they tell friends about me.
Right.
Will you tell your friends to bring your children so I can make some money? Because I don't get any money from counseling.
But now the reality of it is that you
Yes.
get millions.
I get millions.
Because
I
the
get-
feeling that
yeah.
you get from it and the joy that you
joy.
get from putting into it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Glenice, that's how my 1426 got started. Just what you said. When God gave me that one daughter, and then he said, okay, now I'm only loaning you her for 24 years. Then I got to have her back.
Wow.
The experience that he gave me was just, I mean, there's no words how I can say from that experience that I was able to pass that on to other young ladies.
Right.
And we always say it's not about um, talking at them,
and talking
it's
to
talking
them.
to
Talking
them.
with them. Yeah.
Right. So that's what I found the enjoyment of. And I know, Sister Giles, she will always say, you gonna charge these people? I said, oh, I'm supposed to charge them? Because Glenice, I did it from the heart.
Yes.
And there was no price that
No
I would
price.
be able to put on
Right.
helping somebody else's child, boy or girl.
Right.
Because the guys was coming to me saying, hey, what about us? I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get to y'all. But it was just that love and that
Right,
experience that God
Yeah.
allowed, and to listen to him when he spoke. My father was a minister as well. And to hear God speak to me, because I was that bad child. And I would say, God ain't told you to tell me that, Dad. But when I was mature enough to realize
to accept it.
Right.
that was him speaking to me, this is what developed
Wow, that's
to
beautiful.
me. And I was like, wow. So anybody who's doing anything to help our girls, our kids,
Yes.
our children,
Yes.
anybody, we're in,
Yes. Yes.
because that's how the podcast got started.
Really?
Yes, that's how Mr. Nate came to us and we was like, now you want us to do what? See, we're going to tell these people how we feel and the experience that we have gone through, how to help you get past what we've been through.
Yes.
So that's why I'm so happy for you today. So now what would you all be doing at the workshop, or when is the workshop?
We're having our first quarter fundraiser on Saturday, just 2 days from tonight. It'll be Saturday morning at 10 a.m. And we do the first quarter, our first event of the year. We always do it in the form of a church service.
Wow.
Yes. And we do that because our start was as a women's ministry in church.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And we want to keep that going, because I am an ordained pastor as well.
Okay.
Yes, I have my doctorate degree is in biblical counseling. I was ordained by Bishop C.E. Glover.
All
And
right.
my husband was ordained as pastor. We were ordained together as pastor and co-pastor or assistant pastor. So I don't call myself co because we just do it. He's the pastor. I assist him.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So we kind of know what lane we're in.
What lane you're staying
And
in.
right, we're in that lane. And if that's what, now if he say you my co-pastor, that's what you are.
That's
But in your heart, you assisting him to go higher.
Exactly.
So Yeah, staying in that lane, girl.
But you know what you said about it started in the church, and you if it's not broke, don't fix it.
Right.
If that's where you started and it's not broken, don't fix it. Continue with that. But I think that's a great idea.
Of course.
Exactly.
Of course.
So our day-to-day program is for children, usually ages 8 and above. But the event on the first, our first event in January is for the ladies.
Okay.
So we invite ladies from all over. We use it as a fundraiser,
right,
to help with defray costs and to help us to expand. We're in like 6 schools now, but we want to expand throughout this county and even beyond.
Oh,
yes.
wow. Yeah.
It takes funding. It takes funding to do it because schools don't have money to pay. Their budgets are all consumed. Okay. But that's where you can reach most of our girls in the school system. So that's what God gave me, the idea to partner with the schools, whoever will accept the program, and hopefully it'll get such good notoriety until Tallahassee will be informed, and then they make it a mandate for the entire school district of Palm Beach County. That's my dream, and the world, because this is the answer to a problem everywhere.
Right.
Girls have low self-esteem everywhere.
Right.
That's an issue. I mean, and if it's not checked, they grow up to be adults with low self-esteem.
Low self-esteem.
And correct. They checked and they pass it down and it keeps going. Somebody's got to stop it. Somebody's got to stop it. So Saturday's event is a fundraiser for our ladies. It's to speak to the body, mind, and soul. Okay? So we have our guest speaker, Reverend Flournoy. Reverend Vicky.
Yeah, Miss Vicky.
Yes, Reverend Vicky.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Now we got to fix this so we can be in Florida this weekend.
We got to hop a flight.
Yeah. Fly down. I was telling you, you don't want to miss this. It's going to be so good.
It is. Just knowing that Vicky is your headliner. So that said, and she's in the school system, am I correct?
She is.
That's
it. She started the program first in 2014. Wow. I told her we were moving it from the church because she was our speaker in our very first event in 2011 and then 2012. And then one year she got sick and was not there. And then we went into the school system, and she was the first school to accept our program.
Wow, that's amazing. That's
amazing. Coming out of my pocket. The first 5 years was all
wow.
Girl, don't even mention it. Because I have continuous love. I started it when I left Florida, and I understand coming out of your pocket. But I had supporters that was there and saw the need as well. Mine was to help kids who had lost a parent prior to graduating high school, because my grandson had lost my daughter.
Right.
So, and then my son lost his dad. So I'm like, okay, so there is a need for all of this, and to help them, whatever higher education that they wanted, to get items to help send them off to school, to let them know that people out here still love you. We got your back. Whatever you need. That's how my tea parties start. So it was all around there. And when we could get enough of us, and I don't know how many that is, but if we can get enough of us to come together and make all of this stuff happen,
we can make a difference.
Yes. And I know you making a difference, girl. You just showing up. It's like, oh, I want to be right there. I want to be with her.
Dr. Glover, when you were speaking about girls with low self-esteem, it makes me think about a conversation I had with this lady who's over organization. I can't think of the name of the organization for anything, but it's about human trafficking. And she said that the way that these guys get these girls is because they're just boosting their self-esteem. And nobody's telling them anything, nobody's telling them anything different. They're just beat down. Then here comes Joe Blow telling them you're beautiful, you're wonderful, you're wonderful. And that's how they're getting our girls. So we need more organizations like yours to get to these girls and build up their self-esteem before these
whoever
people can get to them.
Right.
That's
Right.
You are so right. And a large part of it is the fathers a lot of times are missing in the homes.
Yes.
Right.
They don't have that relationship with their daddy. My daddy was present in the house.
Ours were too.
He wasn't He wasn't a perfect dad because he
Nobody.
didn't come from a perfect upbringing.
Right.
But he was there and he was determined to make sure that the family thrived and to show his presence and to always be. I can never remember a time he was not there.
Wow. Well, you know what's so funny? It's not even funny. It's the fact that the first man that we ever loved is our dads.
Yeah.
And you know, when my dad left my spoiled butt, I was like, what are you doing? You leaving me? How could you do that? You forgot who I am. So,
but you know it's gonna be all about her.
Yeah. It gotta be. I'm the first daughter, and you told me you love me the most, you know, in front of all my siblings. You know, Dad loved me better than he loved y'all. Which the thing of it is, he had 4 girls, and he told each and every one of us
the same thing.
The same thing. So all of us got that same lie. I'm the favorite. I'm the favorite.
That's true love. That is
yeah.
Our kid is the same way. He has 5 girls and 1 son. Right? So everybody thought they were the favorite. I said, surely I'm the favorite because I'm the one that looks just like him. Just like my daddy. Anybody who knows our family will tell you that's little Freddie right there.
Wow.
And he was the guitar player. That's how I picked it up from him.
And boy, I was gonna get to that guitar girl because when I see you play, it's like I lose everything.
Transformation. Nothing else around us
matter. And you're so gorgeous when you play. I'm like, for real?
She doing that?
Yeah,
like that.
There's no sweat. She's just so calm and cool. I'm like, I'm gonna play the guitar. I just don't know when. Glenice, I don't know when, but
Dr. Glover, this is how Linda is in the audience. I was saying, play that guitar, girl. Play it.
Yes, so cute.
But that's because you bring out the presence of others who want to be a part of who you are.
Yes.
Yeah, when you walk. Oh, but wait a minute, Glenice. Tell the world when your birthday.
My birthday, this is my birthday twin. My birthday is November 14th.
Not another one.
Yes. But she's calm.
Oh, she's calm? Okay.
She's a calm twin. But when I learned that, Glenice, I don't even think that you really understood the feelings that I had for you. Oh yeah, that I wanted to be in the presence of you. Your calmness, your sophistication, your beauty on the inside. Because we ain't even got to the outside, but the inside is everything. Everything.
Hey, Glenice, I feel like I personally know you. I've seen you a couple of times at the Mount. But we never got close, never had a conversation. But I feel like I just know you because she talks about you all the time.
Oh, that's so sweet. I am just blushing.
She talks about you all the time. And then sometimes we come up against a dilemma.
Yes.
And first thing she's going to say, I'm going to call Dr. Glover. I'm going to call Glenice. I'm gonna ask her what she thinks. So she has a lot of respect for you and the things that you're doing.
So I know the girls who are in your organization, just knowing that Miss Vicky is a part of it, I know what you're feeding into them.
Right.
And if we could get more women fed into that. Read that.
She says, Dr. Glover, are you teaching the young ladies how to cook and be housewife? This is the same question he had last week. Are you teaching? That's their mom's responsibility. I don't think.
And some dads, because my dad thought he tried to teach me.
So, Dr. Glover, can you address that? Are you teaching young ladies how to cook and be housewives?
Our program is very specialized.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we do 24 weeks, and it's just to build the self-esteem in the girl. We want her to have a healthy sense of self-worth. We want her to learn to truly love herself. What that entails is changing the way she thinks about herself from negative to positive. And that's a lot of work.
It is.
She's 8, 9, 10 years old. She's become used to and accustomed to thinking a certain way about herself.
Right.
Give her a mirror and you will see her expression. My nose,
right.
My eyes are too far. You see the frowns on their face.
Yes.
Meaning that they're dissatisfied with
themselves.
You know, so
you can't teach these young ladies to answer Livingston's question. You can't teach these young ladies how to love anybody until we teach them how to love themselves. Yes. They have to love themselves.
Yeah,
right.
Because
so, Mr. Livingston, I haven't been taught. I love myself, but the cooking didn't ever come. But so anyway, so don't ask us that question. I'm gonna find you a cook. Don't worry, I'll find you somebody who know how to cook for you. But on the reality part of it, Glenice, is to piggyback on both you and Sharilyn, it is about learning the inside first. And my thing with the modeling is not just becoming a model. I need you to know who's on the inside of that. Right. Who's in that person right there? Because I don't need. And I'm just messing with Mr. Livingston. I don't need him coming and whispering in your ear, can you cook? Well, come on over to my house. I need you to know about you and what it is about you to you. So you could be beautiful on the outside, but that inside, it's a mess.
Yes.
And we need that guidance. We need that guidance. We need, and like you said earlier, now that's a hard job.
It's hard.
Don't let nobody, y'all, we might be sitting here laughing and giggling, but it is a hard job because for one, they got to want to change as well.
Yes.
And they got to accept, they don't have to, they should want to accept to become a better person. Yes. But if we don't have you, Dr. Glover, saying you can make a difference, then they don't know nothing about that.
Right.
They don't
even know the definition of difference. It's
because
just
they don't see anything different.
Right.
If you don't see anything different, you don't hear anything different, then you don't know anything different.
Right.
Exactly. So I come in, they've been called crazy and stupid and dumb and ugly and all of this stuff, So they'll walk in with their heads down because that's how they feel about themselves. I can pinpoint immediately. The ones with the real severe issues, right? And I come in telling them our mantra says 4 lines. I am a diamond. I am a pearl. I am precious. I am a girl. No one has ever told them that their value equates to diamonds and pearls.
Yes.
They look at me like, what? Like,
yes.
In the headlights, They never heard positivity. And some of them even go so far as to, Dr. Glover, why are you so nice to us?
Don't that hurt? But don't that hurt though? That hurts so bad when they say that. It's like, what did you just say?
Yeah. Why wouldn't I be?
Absolutely.
Because no one else has.
Exactly. They're not used to that treatment. Everybody has an angle. What you want? What you want, Dr. Glover? Everybody got an angle. I'm like 9 years old. How you know about an angle?
Right.
Oh my goodness.
Right.
Like my angle is to make sure that you leave here healthier than you were when you came. That's my angle. That's all I want. I just want to see improvement on this assessment at the end of this class. That's my angle. Then I know I've done my job.
Right.
They just looked at me like this is too good to be true. This can't be true, but it is.
It is.
Yeah, I bring them joy. I bring them treats every week. And I tell you, this year, the reason the program grew so much is because they tell their friends.
Right.
Friends tell their friends.
Right.
Friends tell their friends. And one week you got 15 girls. Next week you got 30 girls. The principal walked in this last week. She says, "Oh, we're growing." You where they're coming from, I don't know. Everybody wants to be Bow
Yeah.
White girl, even the
Yeah.
teachers. Oh, Miss Bow Wow, I hear so much about you. I'm like, Lord have mercy. Good thing it's a good thing we're doing.
Right.
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 Get it
Right.
out there,
And
That's
that's what they
my heart. It's
need.
my heart.
They,
Yeah.
yeah, but it's one thing that I have learned over the time is when they,
Said, thank you for this ministry, Dr. Glover. Makes such a difference in one's life when they are affirmed.
Amen. It's so true. It's
thanks,
so
Toya.
Thanks, Toya.
So, what I've learned is when you embrace that young girl,
Mhm.
you can't get rid of her.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what she want. And it took me a minute, Dr. Glover. I ain't even gonna lie to nobody. It took me a minute to accept the
Yeah.
calling that God had on me. Because I don't like children. That's what Glenny, that's what I was I said all the time. I don't like children. Where y'all going? We want to be with you. No, 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 no. What are y'all doing? Where's your mother? And one little girl broke me, and she introduced me to her mom. And she said, Mom, this is my mom when you're not around. I
Oh,
said, Oh, Jesus.
that's beautiful.
Oh, Glenice. I said, God, you got jokes. What are you doing to
He
me?
really does. He has a sense of humor. It really
Yes. I said, no, 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 no.
But all of Linda's models come to her for everything.
Oh, wow. See,
Everything.
that's
And Linda
beautiful.
always says, come here, my door is open.
Yeah.
Come
Oh,
here, my door is open. No matter what's going on with them,
yeah.
come here, my door. And I love her for that.
Yes.
But
Great.
now, what I don't love about her is she invite them over here and then she'll call me, sure, come cook for them.
Well, that's your part in it, Cheryl. That is your
That's staying in her lane, right?
So you're a great
That's in the
team.
lane.
So, sure, what am I feed these children?
Because I can't do it. But Dr. Glover, let me ask you this.
Yes.
Now, when the girls come in, I know you're seeing the church segment. I have that part in my head. But when they come in for the workshop, what are we what are we looking for? What are they looking for? What are you giving and they walking out with?
Okay, you meaning my girls during the school system?
Doing this, yes.
My data process. Okay. What we do initially, we greet them, of course, every session. And we give them an assessment at the beginning, a Rosenberg's assessment. And we tell them about the program, and then we ask them to complete this assessment. It's scored from 1 to 40. And the lower the score, the more help they need. Okay? That means that's their self-esteem is just could be at a minimum. So I have girls this year that have 13s out of 40s, 14 out of and I'm like, Lord, we got a lot of work to do. God, you got to do this. So what we do on a weekly basis, we see them once a week, 30 minutes to an hour, depending on the school. And we just pour positivity into them. Our program, the first few weeks, we give them the statistics of a child and an adult who has low self-esteem prolonged without having diagnosed or without working on it. Okay. The results are the fact that these kids are committing suicide. They're killing themselves.
Right.
I mean, they're dropping like flies. It's statistically. And it's growing. That same thing is growing. Bullying is the number one thing. Well, all of these kids have been bullied because the bully looks for the one that doesn't have good self-esteem, the one that walks with your head down, the one that walks with, with not, afraid. They target them.
And sometimes they live with the bully.
Exactly right. Because 99% of these girls, the reason they're the way they are is because of their family environment.
Family dynamics, yes.
Yes, it's that constant. So what we give them the alternative. Okay, the alternative is we don't bash you,
right?
We don't judge you, we don't talk down on you, right? We don't pick you apart. Instead, we build you up.
Right.
That is the thing that draws these girls to us.
Mm-hmm.
Equate them to diamonds. So I will give them the process of a diamond becoming a diamond. And I will
Mm.
equate that to how they really are a diamond. In order for you to become the most valuable diamond that you are created to be, you have got to go through first a burial process. Okay. That
Mm.
old
Oh,
person
wow.
Yes.
oh yeah, that old
Yeah.
way of thinking has to die.
Gold. Yeah. Yeah.
Diamonds are buried way down
Mm.
under the earth, miles and miles underground. They go through a three-step process over billions of years. Time is one, heat
Mm-hmm.
is the second, lava, boiling heat, and pressure, 6 atmospheres of pressure. So,
Mm-hmm.
you too, in order to become that diamond, you're going to have to go through some time.
Mm.
Time you can't have, you don't live a billion years, but it's from the time you're born till the time you die. It's going to take all of that time of you doing the right thing, you being fed positivity in order to become the most precious diamond you can be. Then there's the heat process. You got to go through time, heat, and pressure too. And heat will come from the moment you're born to the time you die.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Always be something that
Right.
is there to teach you a lesson. Don't fail the tests. Life is full of heat situations and the
Wait. Yeah.
tests with results attached. Okay, so once you learn how to deal with the stress of that little sister or that little brother that's bothering you, once
Mm-hmm.
you learn how to deal with that, you have now leveled up to the next level. And now
Mm.
you're going to get some harder tests.
Mm-hmm.
Learn to pass those properly, then you're going to level up to the next level. And you keep going like that through life. And before long, you will be fully matured into the most beautiful diamond
Right.
Amen.
ever become.
Yeah.
These things, these are things they never heard before, but they're so
Right.
intrigued.
Yes.
The fact that I can do that, I can become that. She sees that in me.
And
No one
yes.
ever told me that. Those
Yeah.
kinds of things. So we got a 10 weeks, 12 weeks of information just like that. Just
Wow.
building them up. And then we give them affirmations every night. Look in your mirror. I give them mirrors.
Yes.
And the mirrors have the little poem, I'm a diamond, I'm a pearl, I'm precious, I'm a girl. And then you look at that mirror every morning, you say that to yourself until you
Wow.
start believing it.
Right.
Right.
You start believing because you're here. And then, because I got to throw a little scripture in there. Your faith in this comes by your hearing.
That's
Right.
right.
Correct. Correct.
You keep saying it over and over again. So by the end of the 24 weeks, nearly all of them, some of them may not. Okay. Some of them haven't grasped that they got to do the work.
Correct.
They're still waiting for it to happen like that. It's not
Mhm.
magic.
Mm-hmm.
It's not
Mm-hmm.
magic. It will happen for you, but you got to do what I'm asking you to do. You got to do the homework. You got to tell yourself you're beautiful. But I don't feel that. It's good you don't feel it. You will if you keep saying it. Just keep
Right.
saying it. And
Keep
after
saying
a while,
Right.
it becomes second nature for you. And so that's how we do. That's how we do. Every week is something different. And then I test them on the knowledge, what we just talked about. What did I say? Da da da. Ask questions. Then they get treats if they
Oh.
answer the questions properly. If they don't answer the questions, they don't. That means you've been chatting in your little corner and you haven't heard anything. So
Nothing.
maybe you'll hear, and then when you hear, you'll get your treat.
Dr. Glover, I would love to see the young lady
Yes.
who comes,
Uh-huh.
but didn't come to get anything. Came to
Right. Be nosy.
be nosy.
Yeah.
Came to, oh, I don't, if I go to this, I don't have to go to
Yeah.
class, and she get caught.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Caught up.
She hears something.
Yes.
Because your tongue speaks stuff into existence.
Absolutely.
Oh, surely.
And
Absolutely.
she come and she's saying your little mantra because you told her to.
Right.
And she's saying it because you told her to. And
Then
the light bulb start going off, and
Right.
she get cut. I would love to see that little girl.
And
I
my
would love to
thing
see
was, or is, do you video, do you record it? Because I too would like to see where they came in at, and then to see them when they're leaving, or even middle ways of, oh, I heard your girl say you was beautiful. Those, I would love to see the expression on their face during those times.
I don't video my sessions because it gives my whole curriculum, and that would be
Okay.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
Got it.
so. Yeah, I don't video them, but I do take pictures at certain times, And I have some pictures from last year. One little girl, this was just so priceless. At the end of my sessions, I give all of my girls, a bag of candy. Of course, they love to eat. So I give them a bag of treats, and I also give them a black velvet box,
Yes.
a pair of pearl earrings.
Oh, okay. Wait a minute, because
wow.
I was Here was where I was gonna go, but I'm gonna go with you because my next question would have been to you: how many students that was at the closing of the evening? How many do you have? Because I wanted to donate some pearls. So maybe what I can do is for, I don't know, whatever 10, however many you do, to, say, hey, you were the leader today, or, whatever, I can donate you some pearls, because I think every woman needs pearls. And that's why in all of my customs, I don't care what I do, there's a pearl somewhere in some color. So I really wanted to do that part. So
that's sweet. That's exactly what I do at the end of every year. I have 179 girls this year, so that was a big feat for you.
Yes, but anyway, it's good. But it always can be done because, 179. I have Sharilyn over here too, and everybody else. But I would love to see if. We'll just use Sharilyn for an example, is that Sharilyn was the young lady today that did whatever, without you even saying, then came in and, took control over what's going on. And then you said, because you did that, here are you. So we're going to make it work. We'll work on that.
And Toya wants to know, what is your age group?
I start with girls ages 8 and above. So that would be 3rd grade.
Yes.
I just released a children's book last year for my 0 to 7-year-olds, for you to read to them, and those beginning readers, for them to, just read to themselves poetry. It's Black art and affirmations for them as well. So, but in the school system, they're 8 years old and above. So I have a high school as well.
So would you take it out of we'll say out of high school? Would you go outside of the school? So would you bring in, or is it okay to bring someone else in who we know as, just like you said, well, we can look at her and say she got low self-esteem. Right. Let me take you to this spot right here. Would you accept outsiders, shall I say,
other than in
the school system?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I don't have any programs. I did a women's program last year, and it went really well. We had eight ladies that wanted to take the program. They weren't in the school system, but it has to be structured though. You have to do like an hour a week for so many weeks. Correct. That class was 10 weeks for my adult ladies, and it went really well. It helped them a whole lot. So if there are children, that's my next thing. I want to have like a building so that people can come to the building. If they're outside of the school system, or they have issues, or United Way refers someone to me, or that kind of thing. I would love to have a building for them to come if they want to do one-on-one, as long as I have the funding. See, that's the funding is very much key. Okay, because it's a lot of time required from my standpoint, and there are supplies as well. So those, it's best for me if it's a group setting, right? Because that way we get to cover more people, and it's cheaper to do it that way than one-on-one. And
the information that will come out of it as well, because when a group is, I wanted to say that, but I was afraid. But then Sharilyn stated it. Oh, that's what I wanted to say. Right. And we do help when it is a group. But listen, Glenice, hold on to everybody's thoughts. We don't never do right with time. Our commercials don't never do. We don't do commercials. We got to take a commercial. We'll be right back with Dr. Glenice Glover.
If you're looking for custom handcrafted fashion jewelry that makes a statement, look no further than Linda S. Jewelry, 1426. We specialize in quality pieces fit for any occasion. Follow us on Facebook at Linda S. Jewelry 1426 to view our inventory or to make a purchase. And don't forget to mention Stunner Radio sent you.
Hey, welcome back. So, Glenice, let me say this before we go any further, because I do want everybody to know I'm petting my own horn. That piece you got around your neck, that piece you have around your neck.
Oh, girl. Yeah, beauty.
Yes, yes. I love it. Thank you so much. And Glenice, thanks for your support. Thank you so much. Thank you. But, oh, girl, it is.
I love your pieces.
It is. Thank you. It's women like you that make me keep going. I promise you.
Oh, good for you.
Let's keep it. I said, if Glenice, when you bought my first piece, I said, Glenice Glover want to put on.
She called me. Guess who bought some of my jewelry?
Glenice Glover.
I mean, she was acting like it was the Queen of England. Like she was going, oh, she's like Glenice. I said, oh yeah, girl.
Girl, you know, it takes a lot, but okay. But anyway, come on back. All right, thank you again. So, but going back to the grouping of the sessions, and I know there are some really powerful women all over, but South Florida for real. There's one particular person that I really wanted you to connect with, and she was our guest last week, Sharilyn Boo. Sharilyn was that? Yeah. Sharilyn Boo.
Charlene's in the audience.
Okay, well, Sharilyn, I need for the two of you to connect. So, yes, I need for the two of you all to connect because, man, what I see with the two of you and just you yourself starting yours, she has her own, but when we come as one,
we come together.
Yes, it's amazing. And two powerhouses like that, I'll be coming in. I'll be in one of the classes. I'm here, but
let's go. I have a question.
Yeah.
When you say you have 179 girls that are coming.
Yes.
Do you group them, or is everybody in one class? Like, do you put the little ones together and the big ones together, the medium? I mean, how do you do that? How do you teach that class?
Okay, here we go. I'll give you my schedule for the week, and then you can see exactly how it's done. Mondays, there's a school here in Palm Beach County that I go to. I have fourth graders at 11:05, from 11:05 to 11:35. There's 15 of them. And then after they leave, I have 15 fifth graders from 11:45 to 12:20.
Okay.
Then on Tuesday, that's my busiest day. It's another school here in Palm Beach County. I have third graders, 15, from 10:45 to 11:15. Then I have fourth grade, 11:15 to 11:45. Then I have another third grade, 11:45 to 12:15. Yeah, that's what I'm doing on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Then I have my last fourth grade, 11:15. I mean, is it 11:15 to 12:15 to 12:45? That's 4 back to back to back to back to back.
Wow.
And the same lesson for all 4 classes. Everybody's on the same schedule. Then on Wednesday, I'm at another school, and I only have 2 classes on Wednesday, and that's from 10:45 to 11:15, then 11:15, 11:45. I don't like my classes any more than 15 kids.
Okay.
Because it gets too unruly. And then you'll spend time saying, I need you to be quiet. If you're not listening, you're not learning. I need you to separate, sit over, no.
Yeah, and it loses the whole meaning of the class. The whole atmosphere goes left.
Exactly. So that's perfect. And then Thursdays, I just have 1 class, which is real good. That's from 11:15 to 12:45. Then Friday, I just got a school 2 weeks ago down in Boynton Beach. That's on Friday, and they're from 11 to 1:20. That's 3 different groups or 4 different groups. Yeah, so that's a full day as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like I never retired.
Because I would say this is a full-time job.
Yeah.
Just listening to your schedule.
Absolutely.
This is a full-time job.
And I'm listening to some of those areas you have gone. That's a challenge.
Yeah.
That is a challenge.
But that's where it's needed.
Right.
Where it's a challenge.
Yeah,
that's where it's needed.
That
absolutely.
United Way really admired. They say you're going in those areas, and I'm like, yes, that's where
Yeah.
we are. You know, and
That's where we are. That's where it's needed.
where it's needed. These are
Yeah.
the areas that are people are afraid to go in, and they're left out. So these girls still get left out.
Right,
So,
right.
no, that's going to be my target areas. I'm going to target.
Well, I'm with you. I don't know when I'm gonna get there, but I'm only 2 hours, and sometime I'm only an hour and what we about 45 minutes away in the air.
Yeah.
Um, just let us know how can we be a part.
Yeah, how can we help?
Yeah, how and if not just us, the people who are locally right there with you, how could they help you?
Yes, I am so looking for volunteers. The problem I'm having with volunteers is that they have to be in, it has to be in the school first of all. So you got to be able to pass the
background, yes,
right, background investigation, and then you have to dedicate 2 to 3 hours a week in the middle of the day, and that's where people miss it. It's like, no, I can't do that. I can't I can't be there at 10 o'clock. I work at 10.
Yeah,
I can't be there at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm working, so that's where I'm having my problem. I did finally, thank God, get one mentor assistant to help me on Fridays. So I'm training her, and once she learns it, she's going to take that Boynton Beach school for me on Fridays, and then I won't have to do that. But I really need the mentor help because I need to run the business.
right.
I'm doing it all, and it's just
Right.
it's too much now.
It
It's
is.
for one person. It's growing, and I need the help, the assistance. If I can get the mentors who have my heart
That's
and
right.
love the kids, because
Right.
it has to be a labor of love.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
it has to be a labor of love.
Absolutely.
It has to
Absolutely.
You
Absolutely.
can't just be doing it to be doing it for your own self-aggrandizement.
Right.
You have to
Right.
love these babies because they need you.
be.
I walk down the hall in the schools and they're running. Oh, hi, Dr. Go. They had me 2 days ago. It's time for me to see another group, and they're just running. And the teacher said, I need you to stay in line. I'm like, shh. But they all want to come and hug Dr. Glover. It's Dr. I'm like,
Lord. That's amazing. That is so awesome. And when we reflect back on when we were little girls, and I think I think I've been 6 feet tall all my entire life. 6 feet. And then I went to the doctor. He told me I was 6'2". I said, no, I thought I was 6'1". No, but anyway, that's another story. No, I'm not. But when you have people such as yourself who look at us and say, you can do anything.
Yeah.
Girl, I just became president of the United States of America just because you thought that I could.
Yes.
And you not only thought about it, you told me.
Yes.
And you held my hand and guided me to whatever area that I needed. So when I wanted to be like everybody else, and I wanted to be loud and carrying on, and no, come here, baby. You already tall. We see you, so we don't need to hear you.
Too.
Oh, I know they was making noise too. So but we learn from people such as yourself, and they always say that you can't look at nobody and tell that they're going to be. I'm like, yes, you can. Yes, you can. All we have to do is take the time out. And one thing I always say is that we have to remember that we too were kids.
Early.
We did some crazy things, and someone else lift our hands outside of our house. That's it.
That's right. That's right.
I commend you. I honestly wished I was there on a regular basis to help, but I am here laptop wise. I'm here phone call wise. So I am here, and we as a Golden Square podcast, we're here for you. However we can help. And we just need you to say so.
And Charlene Bowie said she's on. She's ready.
Okay. Is she in South Florida?
She is. She's right there, and she's in Fort Lauderdale.
Really?
Yes.
Here's my number. We need to connect.
Yeah, y'all will. We'll make this happen.
We will make that happen.
We'll make it happen.
Good.
I'm just excited. It hasn't even happened yet, and I'm just excited what you two can do together.
Right.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Very good.
So,
but I can only imagine, because I know you've had a great influence on Linda. I can only imagine the influence you have on these little girls, on these kids.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's just awesome.
Yeah. They, and I don't count it as me. It's God's doing, and I have to say that it is. He's the one that's given me the heart to do it, and the desire to do it, and the will to do it, and surely the strength to do it.
Right.
So, I take my experience, just like you said, Linda. I take my experience, and then I just because I was that little girl. I was that insecure little girl. I was that insecure girl that thought I was too dark skinned and didn't think I was pretty enough, and didn't think, I was light skinned enough. And, I had to felt like I had to work harder than everyone to get it done. I didn't think that I could ever accomplish. Yet God said, listen, I placed it in you. You can do it.
Right.
So, I went through a bad marriage. In my early years at 21, married at 21, divorced at 21.
Okay. Yeah. I did that too. Wake up. I don't want to be here. Bye.
But listen, it was an abusive marriage, a physically abusive marriage. And I may not have known what I wanted, but I know I wasn't going to.
Didn't want that.
So I got out of that. And then I learned life lessons that says, listen, I'm a magnet. So if I attracted that to me, and I kept it on this magnet, then something is wrong with me too.
Right.
That's how I discovered my own low self-esteem.
Wow. I just couldn't imagine. I mean, I hear you, but Glenice,
you didn't know that 21-year-old Glenice.
I did not.
Glenice now. You didn't know that 21-year-old.
I just couldn't. I mean, and that's why we don't judge the book.
That's right.
Right. We don't. Right. Because I would have never stated in my brains no kind of way inside. That would have been you.
I told this young lady the other day. She was telling me, it was one of my parents, and she was telling me, one of my parents came in and she was saying, oh, I just love her. She's so beautiful and she got it going on. I said, hold up, wait up. You're looking at that outside package. Yeah. You don't know what's on the inside of that package. Don't envy anybody.
No.
Yeah. Love you.
Right.
You don't know what's on the inside of that package.
No.
You never know. You never know. Not saying anything's wrong with her, but I just don't want you to walk around envying people by the way they present themselves on the outside.
Exactly.
How did she get there?
Where
was she before that point? Yeah. Where was she before then?
That is what makes her.
Yeah.
The journey is what makes her. So for myself, the low self-esteem was my start, and then I had to figure out why. So that's why my book tells my story. It tells how, and then my high school girls today, I'm jumping subjects, but anyway, my book tells my story of how I learned that, listen, I had a little bit of that crazy in me that I attracted to them. So I need to fix me so that I can become whole. So the next one I attract is going to be whole too. And that we can work together and we can make it work. So it took me 7 years to work through my stuff and to figure out why I was the way I was, and to get to a place of healing and wholeness. Then I met Mr. Ronnie, and then we've been married now for 36 years. So,
wow.
What's the name of that book, Dr. Glover?
It's called Girls, God's Treasured Possessions.
Oh,
yeah. The title of the book says it all.
Yeah,
the title of the book says it all.
Exactly.
Amazon.com.
Wow. So, okay, so. I'm not okay. So Glenice, we got to come back, because we have to come back so you can tell us about the event over the weekend, because I really I booked myself crazy, and I really would. I really want to be there. I really do want to be there. I really want to see a change on someone's face. I want to be there. I don't know how we can do this.
I'm checking the calendar.
Okay, so that's Saturday, right?
Saturday morning, yes, at 10 o'clock. And again, it's a fundraiser and it's going to be adult women there. Okay. These are adult women that are just coming to support and to help to build our funds so that we can possibly expand in other areas, in other schools.
But we as adult women
need
each other.
Of course.
So we're needing to be present with each other, because I don't know what happened to Sharilyn 10 minutes ago, but she's here, and what could be said amongst us is so valuable and so right on time. How did you know? No, what, girl, what happened? You know, that's anytime you have us together, it's an amazing job.
I tell ladies all the time, share your story.
Yes.
You never know.
It's going to help.
It's going to help. You don't ever know who's listening. You never know who's listening and who is going to help.
Right. We're just so afraid to talk to each other, because I said, Glenice, he hit me upside the head, and then you went back and told Sharilyn, he hit her upside the head. She didn't do nothing. We don't understand. Let me just tell you, if he hit you upside the head, let me tell you how to get out of this. Now, don't listen to Linda Scott, because I done told you to kill him. But that's it, Glenice. I mean, I'm not that domestic girl. But here, on the real deal, the real side of it is that I need to know that if I got it off my chest, for one, then it's going to be somebody there.
Somebody going to acknowledge it.
Absolutely. And walk you right through how to get out of what we just got out.
When we did the show on domestic violence, the calls that Linda and I got afterwards, and people we would never have suspected that they were going through that, and the calls that we got. But that was a powerful show.
Wow, that's beautiful.
They taught them exactly how to get out of it. What did they know? And there's a whole lot of abuse that ain't even financial abuse.
I know, right? It's so much.
So much. So what is financial abuse?
And that's about us talking. That's what we have to do. We have to sit and talk about it.
Yes.
We cannot hold. When we holding stuff in, that's me. When we holding things in, a lot of other things happen.
A lot of other things.
Yeah.
We have to learn how to say, oh, okay. And God will tell you, okay, this is a good time.
Who to share it with.
Yeah.
And not share it with.
Yes.
Exactly.
Follow him.
Exactly. Yeah, you don't want to share your business with everybody.
Right.
I know we want a sisterhood, but some sisters aren't ready to. They're not ready.
Yeah, some sisters don't need to be in the sisterhood.
Well, it's not so much that they don't need to be in the sisterhood.
They need to stay in lane.
They're just not ready to accept.
They're not mature enough. Yeah, they're not mature enough to hold things. You know,
right.
A person that can hold something and not go out and spread gossip, you know.
Right.
And some people are just like that. They just want to know so that they can tell everybody else, you know.
Yeah.
But Dr. Glover, it's almost. We need
to take another break.
We got to take another break.
I don't know how that. Glenice, we never do. I don't know. We got to do a time.
We need to do another break, because we need to come back so you can tell our guests, viewers, how to reach you.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
All right, so we'll be right back. Everybody, stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Okay.
If you live in Houston and surrounding areas and are in need of quality childcare, contact Cuckoo's Treasures today. We provide professional childcare in a caring and nurturing environment. Do you work second or third shift or don't have a typical schedule? Cuckoo's Treasures can assist you. We're open 24 hours and some weekends. Give us a call today at 346-313-9064. And don't forget to mention Stunner Radio sent you.
Hey, welcome back. So we have Dr. Glenice Glover, and she has an amazing program, and she's looking for you. So, Dr. Glover, tell them how they could reach you.
Okay, you may reach me first of all through the website www.becauseiamworthit.org. Okay, that's our website, and you can sign up for our newsletters and send me messages. I have an email as well, Dr. Glenice, that's DrGlenice @becauseiamworthit.org. And you may also call me. I'll give you my phone numbers, 561-774-9470. Okay. That is my phone. I am on
social media.
Instagram.
Yes.
I am on Instagram. My @ is Dr. Glenice. Okay. My name is spelled there. And Facebook, Glenice D. Glover. Okay. ByY is also on Facebook. Just look up ByY because I'm worth it. And that's pretty much it.
And so you're looking for volunteers.
I am. I'm looking for volunteers who can pass the FBI background investigation, and who are willing to donate 2 to 3 hours per week. Okay.
Oh, you just want a week.
That's
I thought
all
that
we
was 2 or 3 hours a night.
No,
Don't
2
you
or
just
3
want a week? Ladies, that's
hours a
just a week.
Yeah.
We throw a week away just going looking for a new pair of shoes we don't need. So give it over to Dr. Glover and let her
if you're already
utilize
already in the school system at one of the schools that she takes.
Yes.
One day a week, go give her your lunch break.
Absolutely.
Yes, that's it. That would be perfect.
And eat a stale sandwich at your desk. Come on, people.
Well, actually, the kids are eating lunch, so you can bring your lunch in there and eat with them.
Oh, wow. Now, go eat your lunch with the kids, volunteer 1 hour. That would be awesome.
Amazing.
That would be really helpful.
So we're going to be looking for volunteers for you.
Thank you.
And Sharilyn and I fly down that way quite a bit. And we're going to have to put that in our schedule, not just talk about it, but be about it as well with you. So, man, I wish I could be with you on Saturday. That's driving me crazy, but we can't. But we are there in spirit. Yes. And the telephone, Glenice. Please
don't be surprised if you look up and see her.
It's here. I'm trying to make it work.
It's in her spirit. It's in her spirit.
I'm trying to make it work. I just have Glenice. I want to be there, and we want to support you, and we will. And please, I'm a night owl, so don't call me before 10 o'clock a.m. But but I am here for you, and if you have to call me before then, you are welcome to do so. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your time.
Wonderful.
It has been great. I hope and pray that it was something that she said that make you say, yes, I want to be a part of what she is doing, because it doesn't only stop with her and you, it stops with your nieces and your cousins and your daughters as well. So come on in. We look forward to seeing you guys soon. And y'all go ahead and help her out on Saturday. What's that? January 28th?
8th.
At what time?
10 a.m.
At where?
At the Royal Palm Beach Cultural Center in Royal Palm Beach, Florida. The address is 151 Civic Center Way. 151 Civic Center Way, Royal Palm Beach, Florida 33411.
Okay,
got it.
So y'all have it. The information. There's no reason why you can't show up. Just give her a few minutes of your time, and you will come out with the greatest smile on your face as well. And just think of the women that they're networking with. All right, so we gotta go. She's telling us we gotta go.
Thanks, Betty.
Betty, thank you so much. We look forward to seeing you, and we'll have to get with you one day. But Glenice, hang in there. Don't move. We'll be right back. But everybody else, thank you so much for joining us tonight. We'll see you next Thursday.
See you next Thursday, 7 p.m. for the Golden Square Podcast.
It'll be me and Sharilyn.
Thelma and Louise.
Okay, so it'll be us. But we'll see y'all really, really soon. We'll see y'all soon. Thank you so much. Have a great weekend.